DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation message is about one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I just got finished, before I start driving and recording this video, just got finished leaving a voice message for one of my coaching clients who is an entrepreneur who has been afflicted with the same disease that many of you already have. Many of you already got this disease. And this is the disease of trying to focus on more than one thing at a time. The key here is focusing on more than one thing at a time. Focusing on one thing at a time. And many of you are afflicted with trying to focus on more than one thing at a time, which is humanly impossible, which is why a lot of people end up twisted up and not achieving their outcomes, because you're trying to do something that you are humanly incapable of doing. It's not that you can't have more than one thing going on, it's just that you can't focus on more than one thing at once. There's a difference. See, I can have thing one started, and while thing one is running, I can start thing two. Now I got thing one and thing two running, then I can start thing number three. So I can have all three things running at the same time, but I'm not focusing on all three at the same time. There's a difference between those two. And what happens with a lot of entrepreneurs specifically, because my focus is on entrepreneurs, is that they get a whole bunch of ideas, which is easy to find ideas these days because a lot of people are putting out materials and content and books and courses and free stuff, giving you a bunch of ideas of all things that you could do. And then they're enticing you by telling you how they are successful with it and how all of their students and clients are successful with it. So then you start to get this FOMO, like, damn, I'm missing out on all the money I could be making if I was to have a vending machine, or if I had an ATM, or if I got into real estate, or if I started doing coaching, or if I was to write a book, or if I was to create a high ticket course. And then every time you hear somebody telling you how great they're doing with the thing that you're not doing, now you're like, damn, I'm missing on that. I'm missing on that. I'm missing on that. You become like a damn squirrel. Every time you hear a sound in this direction, you start running in that direction, and you never go deep enough into one thing you were last focusing on. So you got all these shallow minds, as we call them, because you never stay focused on one specific thing. The challenge to this is you have to be stronger than these environmental effects that are fighting to draw your attention away. This is just the way the world is right now, and one of my future daily motivations, I'm gonna be talking about this, and that your phone, and this all stems from the phone, because the phone has created this distraction lifestyle in all of us that we've come to normalize, just being distracted and always looking at different things and never staying focused on anything long enough to get a real result out of it. And we made this seem like we have come to believe this is a normal way of thinking and operating, when it absolutely is not. And the whole problem with this is you never get the full results from anything because you never put full focus in anything. Focus, ladies and gentlemen, is a force multiplier. If you don't know what that means, I'll tell you what it means. It means the longer and stronger you can stay focused on one thing, the more force you will get out of it, and the more results you will get out of it. And if you don't stay focused on anything, then you don't get great results, and you don't get the ROI that you expected to get from an outcome, and you don't get nearly the ROI that you could have gotten from something, simply because your focus was off. Weak focus leads to weak results, and it leads to less than ideal results. So your job is to focus on one thing at a time. Again, as I said as a caveat, you can end up having a bunch of stuff going on, but you can't start them all at once. You can't start them all at the same time and expect to get a satisfactory result. Not even forget a satisfactory result, not even a mediocre result out of the things that you're doing when you're trying to focus on too many things at once. So that's today's motivation. One focus at a time. Get that thing going to where it needs to be, and only when it's where it needs to be, then you can look into doing other things. Until you get it to where it needs to be, you are not qualified, and you are forbidden to go looking for other things to do. And this is the challenge that a lot of people have. You haven't optimized the main thing, but now you're trying to do another thing and add on to the thing that you didn't even optimize, the first thing that you didn't even optimize in the first place. This is the mistake that a lot of people make in business. This guy moving out. I'm trying to get me a parking spot. This guy's double parked, blocking me from getting into it. But now he's moving, so now I can get in this spot. But this is the main thing that stops a lot of people from getting the outcomes that they want, is this complete lack of focus. And again, in tomorrow's daily motivation, probably me in tomorrow's daily motivation, I'm gonna talk about this. how you can fight this, because it's been created by one specific thing, and I'm gonna tell you what that one specific thing is and where it came from, why it exists now, and what you can do to fight it. All right, that'll be coming up tomorrow. So with all that said, folks, I send out a daily motivation text message along with this video that I put out on YouTube. You want to get the text, is a different message, so you'll be able to get 2 daily motivation messages every single day for free, one on video, one by text. Text me at my number 305-384-6894, and every day when I send out the daily motivation text, you'll be getting it straight to your phone free of charge. Next, make sure you comment on this video. Tell me what you did and what you have implemented based on what you heard in this video. So don't just tell me that it sounds good and you feel good about it and you're motivated. Tell me what you actually did. Tell me the action that you took based on what you heard in this video. Leave a comment. If you didn't take an action yet, you can wait a couple days and come back 2 days from now or tomorrow. It shouldn't take you 2 days. Just come back in a couple hours after you went and implemented something. Tell me what you implemented and what you did based on this video, because I want to know about the results you got from it. Leave that in the comments. Make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Subscribe, notification, like the video, share the video, and Work on Your Game University. That's where I do all my coaching, all my higher level trainings and frameworks. All my courses are at the university, so just go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. That link is down in the description along with the number to get my daily motivation text. And have a great day. Work on your game. Dre, all.